everyone. I am so excited to be here. I would like to welcome you to tonight's concert featuring singer, songwriter, guitarist, and entertainer Stan Sullivan. There are literally 5 guitars here, and including a 12-string, which I'm really excited about, and all kinds of things going on here. So we miss seeing you live, but we're so happy you're here joining us for this. My name is Dawn Swarka, and I'm here on behalf of the Connecticut Guitar Society. I would like to briefly extend thanks to the Department of Community and Economic Development for the Commission of the Arts, and to the Edward C. and Ann T. Roberts Foundation for their funding. And I would like to also thank all of our members and private donors who enable CGS to focus on our mission of promoting the guitar. There were also many people working behind the scenes to make this possible. I would like to especially thank Artistic Director David Giardino because he really pulled this all together. And I would also like to make mention and give special thanks to our newest team member, Patrick Jenkinson, who is sitting right across from me, taking care of upgrading the technology for this live stream tonight. I also want to thank Brian Niedhauser, who is lending us this really homey and comfortable space, and we really appreciate that very, very much. So the last item of the business on my list is I would just also like to invite you to keep in mind next month we're going to have a live stream flamenco program, and the flamenco will be on Saturday, November 21st at 7 p.m., and that will feature the Val Ramos Ensemble. So I just can't wait to get going and let you hear the show. So here we are, without further ado. We would love to welcome Stan Sullivan. Okay, thank you. Good night.
All right, thank you, Dawn and Patrick Jenkinson for being here to do sound, and Brian Niederhauser for the venue. Really appreciate it. I'm going to lead off with a road song here called Dashboard Music Roads, first tune on my second CD, and day is old, night is young, fading gold and setting sun. Another run down this dashboard music road, drive on. Trucks passing on both sides, music blasting, sleep from my eyes. Another ride down this dashboard music road, drive on. On and on and on. Well, now steady on Sean, Coleman Hawkins too. John Lee's boogie, Cajun cutting through. Renegade radio, hose you hottest blues, you drive on. On and on. Tow booths loom like islands of light. Money's your password, gets it through the night. Throw coins for that freeway, roll your window high and you drive on. On and on and on. I got 6 CDs on my front seat. country blues wail to a Celtic beat. Songwriter anthems for the highways and streets you drive on and on and on. Full moon falling to my right, swallowed by the jaws of this cold dark night. Coffee's right to toast dashboard, music road, drive on. Got my jazzes, my bluesers, my bluegrass, and my swing. Vocal or instrumental, you know, with soul it all sings. The dashboard music, eclectic is king. You drive on and on and on. Day is old, night is young. Been driving since that rising sun. Another run down this dashboard, music road, drive on and on and on, on and on and on, on and on, on and on, on and on and on. Thank you so much. And we'll just do a little tune up here. That was in drop D tuning for you guitarists out there. Actually, we'll go back down to that I miscued here. And we will play you an instrumental. This is called Sunnyland Drive. And it's on my first album, and I play this in competitions around various states, and people like to request it in concert. Thank you so much for listening. And unless I mention an author of a song here and there, most of the material is done myself, written by myself, except for a couple of songs I'm going to do. One written by John Prine in a little while. And in 2021, it will be, I'll be in my 60th year of playing the guitar. And starting to learn a few things, finally. And the guitar is such an amazing compositional instrument, writing instrument. And actually, this guitar is a Sean Colvin limited edition guitar. And she is a 7-time Grammy Award nominee and 3-time winner, and quite a great guitar player as a songwriter. And I took a songwriting workshop with her up in at the Frets and Refrains music camp in the Catskills that Richard Thompson puts on. And my assignment was to write a song within 24 hours, and this is what I came up with. I had a little, some of you guitar players, you probably have a little piece that you have no words for, and you don't know what you're going to do with it. That's what I had. And it was of necessity I came up with this. This is called The Next Folk Scare, or Back When We All Had Hair. Coffee houses, capos, kumbayas. Wasn't that a time that was young enough to be there, young enough to be here, old enough to be there, coming on time for the next folk scare. Like back when we all had hair. Watched Dylan at Newport when in he plugged, seduced and abandoned, I just shrugged. So I danced in France to white a shade of pale. Then I went to Woodstock, but I didn't inhale. I learned a little from all the greats, sometimes at least $100 plates. From Doc Watson to Mississippi John, Richard Thompson's Vincent, Sean Colvin's Steady On. Don't get me started, I could go on and on and on. And Joni Mitchell, and Joan Baez, and Leo Kottke, and like I says, don't get me started, could go on and on and on. 'Cause it's coffee houses, capos, kumbayas. Wasn't that a time that was young enough to be here, old enough to be there? It's coming on time for the next folk scare. Like back when we all had hair. Down to here and down to there. Back when we all had hair. So I'm coming to your town after 50 years. Not too old to shift these gears. Working hard to get my business fixed. Come on, I'll show you my case of tricks. Good wood, 6 strings, several shades of blue. Give me eyes and ears to give a song that's true. Martins, Gibsons, Guilds, and harmonies. You can't reach the notes. Just drop your, or raise your keys. And go light on your carrot cake, heavy on your herbal teas. 'Cause it was coffee houses, capos, kumbayas. Wasn't that a time that was young enough to be here, old enough to be there? think it's coming on time for the next folks gear. Like back when we all had hair. Here and there and everywhere. Back when we all had hair. Thank you so much. And the next song, I actually, I have a few songs in my repertoire that are about Connecticut, inspired by Connecticut. And this one, I actually entered this song in hopes of getting the Connecticut State Troubadour position. And maybe another time I'll get to do that. But anyway, getting a lot of mileage from the song from DJs and people in the audience say good things about it. And spent a lot of time with my dad going down the Connecticut River out to Long Island Sound. And the song kind of wrote itself almost. It's called On the Connecticut. Come down to the banks of our river, hear what our river has to say. The Connecticut just might make you shiver as it tells of each bend along the way. The Connecticut is a steady moving river from Canada down to Long Island Sound. Except for that cold patch last winter, Coast Guard cutters came to keep her path unbound. It's our natural form of inspiration, largest river in our Constitution state. Mother Earth sent us the river's invitation. History shows us the river holds our fate. On the Connecticut, Dutch and English navigations sailed to our world in tiny wooden hulls. On the Connecticut, scene of great migrations, geese and osprey, ducks and terns and gulls. On the Connecticut, herons feed within blue waters. Mountain laurel grows above our river shore. Come down sailing with your sons and daughters. On the Connecticut, watch the wild eagles soar. It's our natural form of inspiration, largest river in our Constitution state. Mother Earth sent us the river's invitation. History shows us the river holds our fate. Come down to the banks of our river, hear what our river has to say. The Connecticut just might make you shiver as it tells of each bend along the way. As it tells of each bend along the way. on the Connecticut. Thank you so much for tuning in and listening. And let's see what we have for you here. I think I will go and do a song right now. By a great writer who we just lost recently. His name is John Prine. And he was from Maywood, Illinois, and was a mailman for a while, and then he was signed by Ahmet Ertegun to Atlantic Records. And this is a song that he sort of bequeathed to Bonnie Raitt because she did such a great version of it. It's called Angel from Montgomery. I am an old woman named after my mother. My old man's another child that's growing old. If dreams were lightning and thunder were desire, this old house would have burnt down a long time ago. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. When I was a young girl, well, I had me a cowboy. He weren't much to look at, just a free rambling band. But that was a long time, and no matter how I tried, these years just flow by like a broken down dam. Make me an angel that flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hang on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. There's flies in the kitchen. I can hear them and they're buzzing. You know I ain't done nothing since I woke up today. How in the world can a person go to work in the morning, come home in the evening, and have nothing to say? That flies from Montgomery. Make me a poster of an old rodeo. Just give me one thing I can hold on to. To believe in this living is just a hard way to go. To believe in this living is just a hard Grammy winner, Mr. John Prine. Great song. This is very live, little tuning, a few mistakes here and there, all that sort of thing. And that's how you know it's live. It's the real deal. Here's a blues song that I wrote. Got to meet quite a few different blues singers over the years, and including a guy named John Lee Hooker. And he had a great beat that Canned Heat and ZZ Top and others used, and I like that beat too, but I kind of changed it around to make it my own style. And this song is called Just a Little Blue. I hope you like it. Sad songs might bring a tear to your eye. You might miss a friend by and by. Days you'll be down, your reason will do. Then you know you're just a little blue. Just a little blue. Just a little blue. Hey. Not blue through and through, no. Just a little blue. When our sun skies are black, some are blue. Skies without clouds are too good to be true. Finest days I spent with you were under skies just a little blue, just a little blue, just a little blue, hey, hey. Not blue through and through, no, just a little blue. Well, I have a friend, he's an artist, mighty fine one too. Painting his mural, you know, he couldn't see it through. I had this artistic problem, Stan. What would you do? I said, every masterpiece is just a little blue, just a little blue, just a little blue, hey, hey. Not blue, through and through, no, just a little blue. Let's paint it blue now. Sad songs might bring a tear to your eye. You might miss a friend by and by. Days you be down, your reason will do. Then you know you're just a little blue, just a little blue, just a little blue, hey, hey. Not blue, through and through, no, just a little blue. How blue are you, hey, hey. How blue are you? Just a little blue. about now, we need another guitar instrumental. It is the Connecticut Guitar Society, and so I brought along 5 guitars today. This one over here is a harp guitar from 1919. The last 2 songs were played on a John Prine Model Martin out of 2017. And that has Madagascar rosewood sides and back. And this instrumental is called Fancy Street. And normally I play this with fingernails. But my fingernails are a little short. So for greater clarity, and we're going to go with some finger picks on this. And it's sort of in between. It's got a couple of things that are almost jazz, and some of it's almost ragtime, and some is blues and folk. And I hope you enjoy it. It's called Fancy Street. But it's got kind of a classical intro. Alrighty, thanks so much. And I think we'll move on to the 12th string a little bit here for one tune. I was very lucky to be chosen a couple of times for the Folk Next Door CD compilations from the University of Hartford, 91.3 radio. And that was actually my first time on a CD. And this is a 12-string Guild guitar made in Westerly, Rhode Island. And I'll play you a couple tunes. This one is actually probably the quickest song that I wrote, and this is called Unspoken Words. It's on my CD, The Right Road, and then we'll treat you to The Passing Lane right afterwards, which was on a CD compilation that U of H put out. Well, do you think it's just as well? We never shared those deep, dark secrets we said we'd share one very special day. I wanted so to tell you, but just could never gamble on telling you what might turn you away. Decisions, damn decisions. I've made so many bad ones. Worse is just not making them at all. Time never waits for strong moments. Darkness covers all reflection. Tomorrow brings still another higher wall. Call it resignation, not surrender. At least today is not so tender as when hope still lived and promises did shine. I dare not face tomorrow. Please let me steal or borrow a few more days just filled with you, your songs and mine. Do you think it's just as well? We never told those deep dark secrets we said we'd share one very special day. I wanted so to tell you, but just could never gamble on telling you what might turn you away. I so often think about you, think about you. I have argued with my heart and with my mind. As you work up, words echoed like thunder. I couldn't help but wonder how telling secrets might have given us more time. So share your secrets with one another. Don't you wait till you discover just run out of love or out of time. Silence isn't always golden, and when all that yarrow are left holding are unspoken words for someone always on your mind. Yes, do you think it's just as well? We never told those deep dark secrets. We said we'd share one very special day. I wanted so to tell you, but just could never gamble on telling you what might turn you away. I wanted so to tell you, just could never gamble on telling you what might turn you away. Sip of H2O here. Keep the vocal cords lubricated. And this is a good song for Halloween. And I want to thank Pat Niederhauser for doing the Halloween decorations down here. We got pumpkins and straw and more pumpkins and some beautiful mums. And And this is a true story song, and it was derived from, I was driving down the Mass Pike at 2:30 in the morning, coming back from a songwriting workshop in Westboro, Mass, and a couple of Nashville songwriting vice president and one of the legendary players named Dave Van Ronk were there giving a workshop on songwriting. And I was driving home and I saw a guy walking down the passing lane of the Mass Pike at 2:30 in the morning, and I didn't write the song right away, but I eventually did, and it's the whole thing is factual. In the passing lane, I almost hit him. He was walking in a fog, traffic was with him. Made me really wonder what was left of his mind. Did he leave his car behind on his little midnight ramble? Did he escape? Does he just like to gamble? Bet in heaven or hell down the middle of that left-hand lane. He's doing less than 5 in a 65 Mustang. Scary movies are just a whole lot of jive. In his own movie, back to the camera in the passing lane. Well, no man is an island, has a real good sound, but I'm not gonna stop him. Turn around. Trying to pick up strangers in the night fog is just insane. Besides, he might have a knife, and he might have a gun. Not the kind to be afraid of just any old one. Gotta be packing real security for the passing lane. He's in the passing lane. Passing lane. I was thinking about how this could never be me. I'm so steady, 20 years with the same company. Sat down for dinner after turning on my TV. Well, the man on the screen gave me the news today. Place that I work at, you know, it's moving away. No signal, they were heading for that passing lane. Our young days on the playground, didn't they seem so long? Now you wake up, turn around, they're almost gone. Makes me really wonder what is left of our minds. We're in the passing lane. We're right there with him. We're headed to a fog with the traffic that's with him. Something big's going down in our lives most every day. We're in the passing lane. Okay, and right about now, I'm going to use a little cheat sheet here to make sure I get this song right, because this is a very special song. For a very special man who is Edward J. Skian. And I wrote just about everything I could think of about his life into this song. And he is Brian Niederhauser's grandfather, and quite an interesting guy. And he just passed on around April 7th, I believe it was, at 102 years of age. And I came to play some music for him, and this is how sharp he was. I didn't mention in the song that he threw out the first pitch at a Yard Goats game at the century mark, 100 years old. At 101, he's sitting there and he's saying, "Stan, is the neck on that guitar longer than most guitars?" And he said, "What kind of wood is that made out of?" And in regard to that song, On the Connecticut, he talked to me a little bit about the history of between the State House and the river, where they used to load boats to go up and down the Connecticut River. And so anyway, this song is for him, and I got to read it at his 102nd birthday, and then a little after that too, at his passing, and I'm very honored to know him. And this is called Diamond Days. He was a baseball player and a fireman, and you'll hear the rest. Might need a little more volume on I'm going without picks on this one because I'm and I've also forgotten that I capo up to on this one for better vocal. It really is a live show, folks. Much better. Looking back on his diamond days, baseball became its middle name. It recalled the sound of the bleacher crowd, the cheers of his one true flame, the cheers of his one true flame. Some games had swung for the fences, some games had hit him through the holes. It was never about the money then, when players played with heart and soul, when players played with heart and soul. 102-year-old Ed Skian, born between the two world wars, Battle of the Bulge survivor, 8 sons and daughters, 4 by 4, 8 sons and daughters, 4 by 4. This baseball-loving fireman, for his life's work he was known, fighting fires at Hartford Hospital, St. Joe's Cathedral, and Hartford's homes, St. Joe's Cathedral and Hartford's homes. For forebears of this first baseman rose up from the land of ire. His family serves this country well in medicine, police, and fire, in insurance, police, and fire. Peg, his wife, close to his heart, though she's gone now a little while, lives on in its clear memory. Family faces when they smile, family faces when they smile. Now every day is a shining diamond that we measure hour by hour. Some we treasure for our work well done. Some are gifts from a higher power. Some are gifts from a higher power. Now each day is a brand new diamond that we burnish the best we can. So send up cheers for the 102 years of this first baseman fireman, of this first baseman fireman. Send up cheers for the 102 years of this first baseman fireman, of this first baseman and fireman. So how are we running on time, folks?
We are at 7:55.
Okay. Well, I had a request for this song. I'm going to do a couple of seasonal songs to finish out, and one of them I wrote, and I have a friend named Bruce Pratt, who is a very fine an adept guitarist, very, very good songwriter. But lately he's an acclaimed novelist, short story writer, and poet. And he wrote a song called Ain't It Just Like the Weather? And it's just got one of those choruses that invites you in to sing it, even if you're not used to singing. And I haven't been able to write a song like that. But this is about the weather and our changing right now. The Passing Lane was almost a Halloween song, and this song is called Summer Mistress, and it's about missing the summer. And let's see, I have to go up to here for this song. And there's all kinds of guitars. It's, if you keep following the Connecticut Guitar Society events, and on my recording of this song, I had the Grammy Award-winning Stacy Phillips on dobro and the fiddle on my albums. And a dobro is kind of a slide guitar with a resonator. It's a resonator guitar. But anyway, this is called Summer Mistress, and it's got a little bit of our New England weather in it. I've heard a lot of love songs tonight. Not one set my feelings quite right. Haven't had such a heartache since I was a boy, when those hometown girls showed me just shadows of joy. Summer's faded, left me feeling sad, thinking good times we never quite had. Summer's faded, left me feeling numb, my mistress, she keeps me on the run. No love affair has got me down, don't misunderstand. I'm not the man by town, I'm a one-woman man. But summer is my mistress, a quarter of the year. I want her to stay longer, but my word she will not hear. My word she will not hear. Oh, 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 oh. La da 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 da. Oh, 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 oh. Sliced watermelon, summer strolls in the park. The sweetest thing since Noah built the ark. But there's a change in the sunlight, telltale change in the air. Ain't no mistaking, no matter cloudy or fair. Cotton summer dresses blowing like sails in the wind. Come back summer, sail my way again. But today did not dawn gently, there was no summer breeze. Soon winter's welcome will put snow up to our knees. When our summer is my mistress, a quarter of the year. I want her to stay longer, but my word she will not hear. My word she will not hear. Oh, I've heard a lot of love songs tonight. Not one set my feelings quite right. Thank you so much. I've been seeing Richard Thompson 3 shows out of London, and nobody actually applauds. We have our wonderful tech people here, and want to thank Patrick Jenkinson for doing sound tonight, Brian Niederhauser for having us in the house at Brentwood Studios to do this, and I'm going to do this without picks. And I'm flat pick impaired. I play 3-finger and 4-finger style, finger style guitar. And this again is a 1919 Dyer Style 7 harp guitar. And there's a great organization put together called the Harp Guitar Gathering. If you want to hear a really good, a couple of really good harp guitar players, listen to Stephen Bennett, who lives here in Connecticut, and he's called the Jedi Master of fingerstyle guitar, and that's how good he is. And I'm just sort of new to this, and this song was written by a bass player named Rolly Solly. It's been recorded by Alison Krauss and Robert Plant on the Raising Sand album, and Sean Colvin's done it, Chris Smithers done it, lots of people have done it. I know I'm doing it. And I saw John Prine do it at the Ryman Auditorium in Nashville. He did a nice job on it too. Rolly Solly's song, Killin' the Blues. My arrangement of it. Well, leaves were falling just like embers, in colors red and gold, to set us on fire, burning just like moonbeams in our eyes. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues. Now I am guilty of something I hope you never do, 'cause nothing is sadder than losing yourself in love. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues. And then you asked me just to leave you, and set out on my own to get what I needed. You asked me to find what I already had. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud. You know, I was killing the blues. Somebody said they saw me swinging the world by the tail, bouncing over a white cloud, killing the blues. Thank you so much for tuning in, listening, watching. Practice your guitars, sing a little bit, and hope you have some great music to get you through all that's going on these days. Been very pleased to be a guest of the Connecticut Guitar Society, and check me out here and there on the internet. I have some YouTube videos from other sources, Infinity Hall and Roaring Brook Nature Center and other things. Check those out too. And best of luck to the Connecticut Guitar Society. Thanks for having me in this night. Take care.